I have a paper pumpkin. This is the July The Adventure Begins paper pumpkin kit, and I get to unbox it and assemble it before your very eyes. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amy Jasper, and I am here at Inking on the Fly to share with you crafting things from Stampin' Up! And yeah, I'm here to help you to take a break from your busy life and do something creative and fun and for yourself and to share with others. That is what I do. So, paper pumpkin, I don't even know. I think it has something to do with the outdoors. So this might be right up my alley. Oh, look at Shelly. Hello, Shelly. Well, what do we have in here? We have some tree stamps and some sentiments. Ooh, dream big, aim high, let your light shine, explore, congrats, let the adventure begin, the world awaits you. Awesome sentiments. We've got a couple of butterflies there as well, and some, I don't know, sprinkles or something. Little embellishment type accent things. And we have garden green ink. Lovely. So let me grab my larger garden green, because I like to use my larger stamp or ink pad, sorry. It just makes it easier for me. And I have it, so why not? And here we have an advertisement for the next paper pumpkin for August. Look at the pretty box. I'm excited for that. And look at Shelly. So pretty. Hi, Shelly. So we have, yeah, so that's the Hope box that's coming out. Created, from the heart of our Stampin' Up! Co-founder, Shelly. So we know this is going to be an amazing box. Any of the boxes that Shelly or Sarah help create are usually actually always pretty amazing. So if you want to get the August paper pumpkin, you need to make sure you subscribe before August 10th, and so that you can make sure that that gets delivered to you for August. Okay, let's see what we have inside. Doopy doopy doop. Okay. We have, oh, these are my colors, man. Greens and blues. Love them. I'm just going to set my box. Oh, throw it on the floor, out of the way. Okay, let's open this up and see what we have to play with today. What will our creative escape be on this Monday morning? In this beautiful area that I live in, we have smoke outside today. So there must be, the wind has changed and some forest fire is pumping out smoke, and it's sitting in the valley right now. It happens. Last year, actually, we didn't have too much for smoke. It was pretty good. Ooh, cuteness. Okay, here we go. This is what we're working with. Oh my gosh. The cutest. Is that not the cutest? Look at the paper in the background. It's so pretty. And we have this one with some trees on the hillside, and then that one. These are really, really cute. Well done, Stampin' Up! These are awesome. Love them. So we need to keep those instructions nearby because, as you know, I like to make the kits as they are designed to be made this time around, and then when I do my alternatives, then I can do what I want. But the first time around, I like to do them as they are suggested to be done. We have, of course, dimensionals and adhesive dots. I prefer to use my dimensionals and my glue dots. I just find it's easier. And then these ones I can donate or use for when I give gifts away. But I have my glue dots and my dimensionals here. Ooh, envelopes that are pretty. Da, 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 da. Love that. I think they look like they are. Yes, they are all the same. Very cute. I'm trying to keep, I have a microphone and the cords like to try to get out of the way. And I had a little tiny little clip that was holding them and it wasn't quite doing it. So now I have this big clip and it just fell down. There we go. Look at this. These are, what is happening? There's folding and things. What? There's a lot going on here. Okay. Now I'm very curious. Oh, it looks, oh, it's a trifold, you guys. Okay, I'm more excited now. This is so pretty. Okay, so we have a trifold. I'm going to pull these out as I grab them because I'm going to do one of each card. So those are all of that one. So I'll put those aside. And then this one. So this one has the trees and that for the inside of the trifold. I love trifold designs. I think they're just the coolest thing ever. And they're pretty simple to do. Okay, and then we have this one. I love this one because this right here, look at this. Love all those beautiful colors. It's so pretty. Okay, so those are the 3 card bases that we're working with. And then we have some elements to punch out. So we have some banner labels. So we need one of those. And we have some circles. So we'll get one of those. I have a bit of a smudge. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. A bit of a smudge on these papers. So just as a note, if you ever find that, like if that smudge was actually on the important parts, I would be kind of disappointed. I mean, there is another side and it doesn't have a smudge, so there's always that. But if you find that you get defective things like that, you want to make sure that Stampin' Up! Is aware. Even if you do have to, or even if you're able to work around it, which often we are, it's good for them to know if there are little defects like that happening. That one is, I wouldn't say anything about that one. It's not a big deal, but what else? That. Okay, so these are cute, right? These are little die cut trees. Those are cute. Very, very cute. Oh, and more die cut trees. Oh, I really like this one. If any of you know me, you know that I love the outdoors and I like camping. I feel like I like camping a little bit less than I used to. I don't know why that is. Here's my chipboard. I always keep my chipboard for other projects. So I just said I don't like camping as much as I used to. I think it's just because it's become so much work. When I used to go camping, it used to be grab the hot dog wieners, grab the hot dog buns and the condiments, and away you go with your sleeping bag and tent. But now it's, what other foods we're going to eat, and I don't know. It's just so much more involved. And I think it's just because I'm camping with my family, and so I have to think of them, and it's just more work. But I like camping once I'm out there. It's just getting ready that I don't like. Okay, let's make some cards. We have the instructions right here. I love these. These are so pretty. I'm so excited for this. And I love the colored instructions. They're colored and they're IKEA style with just images, no words. So that makes it a little more globally workable. All right, so they tell us to fold our card base into its 3 pieces. So the one's already folded, so that's handy. We can fold the other side over and maybe pop out the center bits. I wonder how many people are saving the center bits. Let's see what, it's just a white bit, so I don't know. I will think about that for my alternative projects. So we'll pop that out. Pop that out. And then we can, whoops, fold that over carefully so that I don't mess up my adorable little trailer. So cute. Bone folder is a must to make sure that you, well, it's not a must. It's a must for me. I like the bone folder because it's just an easy way to make sure my folds are nice and tidy. Any nibbly bits that you have poking out from your die cut process or the popping out of the dies, you can trim those or you can leave them, whatever suits your style. I often like to either use my fingernail to kind of flatten them out a bit, or in this case, I'm just giving them a quick clip with my scissors. That's pretty good. Okay. What else do we need to do? So we folded it. We've got a sentiment to place on there. So we're going to use this die cut piece here. And they've chosen to use Let the Adventure Begins. Of course, you can use whatever stamp suits you. The World Awaits You is a good one for that size. Dream Big, Aim High would work as well. They've used Let the Adventure Begin. I don't know what I want to use. I'll just go with Let the Adventure Begin because that's what they used for their sample. So we'll just go with that. Oh, my block is really dirty. And because this is a photopolymer word stamp that is kind of long, just make sure that you put it on straight. Sometimes they can just curve when you pull them off of the backing. Sometimes they can end up curving. And that can be frustrating when you intend it to be straight. And because these are new stamps, I'm going to just clean off the residue, the manufacturing residue, just on my Simply Chamois, which is very filthy. I need to give it a good cleaning. It's stained. That's mostly staining, which doesn't come off on my stamps, but it doesn't look very nice, does it? It has been well loved. Okay, so I have my own garden green ink pad. Man, if you guys didn't get this kit, I'm very sad for you because this is gorgeous. I love this. So Let the Adventure Begin. I think I may have just smudged that. Let's hope for the best here. Whew, oh, good. I felt my hands sliding. Yeah, but it worked out. We're good. Let the Adventure Begin. That's going to go on the front with dimensionals. So let me see where they've got it. Yeah, no problem. So I'll just put 3 dimensionals, which is what they tell us to do in the kit. So what the hey, do what I'm told. I don't always do what I'm told. But sometimes it's easier to do what you're told than it is to do your own thing. Which is why one of the things I like about Paper Pumpkin actually is that it's sort of for me, it's a break from designing. I can just enjoy the process of making cards without the, the brain power, I guess, to design and make it my own. So I can make cards really fast, which is unlike me. Usually I'm very slow. I'm a slow card maker, but I do enjoy the process. So I guess that's not a terrible thing. So then what do they have us do? So then we have, oh, I see. So then we open the front. So that's what it's showing you in the kit. It's showing that this tree is going to go over here, but that's on the open side, back side of that. Sort of a weird way to show it. That's what I get from the IKEA-like instructions. So we'll open that up, and then we have the very cool tree. So it's going to go over here on the back side, and they say to use the glue dots. So in the instructions it has the little black dots. Those indicate that it's the adhesive dots. So we'll use glue dots, and they're going to go on the good side of the tree because it's going to go on the back like that. And you could use dimensionals, but the only problem with dimensionals is when that's closed, it won't lay flat as you might like it to. So that's actually a good trick, to lay it down behind the tree so you can get, or behind the, what is this thing called? Camper. So that you can decide where you want it. And I kind of like it so that you can have it so that, I don't know if you can see that, but I can have it lower so it's showing underneath behind the trailer. And I guess that kind of looks like the hitch that would attach to your vehicle. Or I could sneaky put it higher so that it's in line with that. And then it looks a little bit more like it's in the background a bit. I don't know which I prefer though, to be honest. That gives a bit of dimension, so that's nice. But hiding it above, they both work. I don't know. I think I'll stick with behind like that. So I know that I can put dimensionals kind of on the left side of the tree, mostly middle-ish, not dimensionals. Did I say dimensionals? Glue dots is what I meant to say. So we can put our glue dots kind of on the right side of our tree. And I'm just I keep folding it so that I can kind of see where they'll be hidden, because I definitely do not want them to be exposed at all, right? So I can put one kind of down here in the middle. And if I need to, I can always add some elsewhere after the fact, because I can kind of slip them between the layers. Okay, now I can just attach that. Like that. Cute. Oh, I think I was supposed to, I forgot to stamp. I didn't read the directions properly. Look at that. That's what I'm missing. I was supposed to stamp the tree image on top of the tree. Oh man, but I've got those glue dots on there now, you guys. Nobody stopped me. You should have stopped me and said, Amy, I feel like you need to put something on that tree. It did look a little bare. Now I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, so I have to take off the dots. So let's do that. I am so sorry if you guys are following along and trying to stamp or trying to assemble with me, then I led you astray. It happens. It does happen. So I'm not worrying too much about how these glue dots are ripping my paper, because I know that's going to be hiding behind the trailer image. So that's okay. Okay, let's fix that bit here. So they just used in the sample, in their instructions, which I did not read properly, They just used this tree here, these accents. So I will do what I'm told this time. So again, I'll just give that a quick clean to get the residue off. It just makes it stamp better. You get a better image without that residue. The residue seems to kind of resist the ink a little bit, and then you don't get an even distribution of the ink on your stamp. And of course, then it doesn't stamp properly. We don't like that. So I've got my garden green ink, and I will stamp that on my tree like that. That will just add a bit of a little more shape to our tree. That's much better. It feels more complete now. Now I can put those glue dots on. I'm just using my take your pick tool to, where'd that one go? Oh, there it is. To grab these glue dots. That one's stuck. Oh, there we go. Phew. Just to get underneath, and then I can pick it up and pop it on my card or on my element here. There, now we're cooking with propane on our little trailer. So this time I'm going to line it up underneath and see how that works for me. Partly I want more tree showing, but so maybe I do want it higher just to show more tree. I don't know what you guys think. Like that maybe, or I don't know. I'll stick with down there, which is basically down here. Somehow like that. There we go. Now we have that tree stamped and in the right spot. And those glue dots, even though they're not dimensionals, they give a little bit of lift, which is kind of a sneaky way to add some dimension without making it bulky. Okay, that one's almost done. Now we have some sequins that we're going to add. So they gave us these they're like the artisan, what are they called? I can't remember the name. Anyways, we have sequins like this that you can buy that are really similar. So they have placed 5 sequins on their card. In their sample, I can see a yellow and a blue. Oh, and there's 2 blue and a yellow. I feel like their samples aren't really thinking through where to put the sequins. So you put them where you like, because I'm not sure that I agree with where they put them in these samples. But I'm kind of going with it. It's not terrible. Where else did they? See, this is where I start overthinking. I'm overthinking it always. Let's do that. I don't know. Sure. And it's done. Super fast. Super cute. Look at that. And then you open it. Do-do-do-do. You've got that. Do-do-do-do. So cute. So if you wanted, you could maybe even get away with adding something down here. which would be super cute as well. But that was fast, really fast. Okay, card number 2. What's card number 2? Card number 2 has the lantern and let your light shine, and ooh, the cute little what do you call them? Well, I guess they're oh my gosh, fireflies. That was hard. Okay, let's do that one. So we've got, for that card, we have this beauty right here. Pop out that piece carefully because we know that the lantern is going to not, like I want that to stay intact, obviously. So I'm going to pop it out very carefully, protecting that lantern from getting squished or creased or torn. Like that. Okay, so then what do they have us doing? I'm going to follow these directions because I missed a step last time, so let's not miss a step. Okay, we have, so I've done that. I've folded the card into its 3 parts and pulled out the inside of the die cut section. So then step 2, stamp Let Your Light Shine on the circle. So that's next. So, oh, and I didn't fold this, so maybe I'll fold this first. And again, very carefully, because like if I just go like this, then this section's going to bend weird. So I want to make sure that I'm being careful and folding that whole section of that window frame kind of section together. Oh my gosh, these are just the cutest. I really like them. So again, just trimming off some nibbly bits, just where the die cuts were attached before I pulled them away. There's just those little nibbly nubs. They're not too bad. I find I'm just fussy. That's one of my fussy things. We were talking about fussy things on the weekend. What are my fussy things when I stamp? That's one of my fussy things. Okay, so then, yes, stamping. So we're going to stamp our sentiment on one of the white cutouts using, so where's that stamp? Let Your Light Shine, which is like the most suiting for this card design. Let Your Light Shine. Explore, congrats. I guess those work too. Okay, Let Your Light Shine we need, and we need the little, what do they call them? Oh my gosh, the fireflies. I don't know why fireflies is such a difficult word for me to remember, but it seems that that's the case. So I have some itty bitty blocks that I can use for my fireflies. And again, just cleaning off my brand spanking new stamps so that they stamp really nicely. If you have any trouble with these stamps not stamping well, even after doing this step, some people find that the Versamark, adding a little bit of Versamark to the surface of the stamp can help the classic ink to stamp ink a little bit more evenly too. Hi, Judy. You don't have any tree stamps yet? Well, we need to fix that. These This paper pumpkin kit is gorgeous. If you're lucky, if you sign up for Paper Pumpkin again, if you're lucky, this kit will be available to purchase after the fact. Sometimes they have kits that only Paper Pumpkin subscribers can get. So this one's super cute. I'm really loving this one. Okay, so this is Let Your Light Shine on the circle. Lovely. What else? We need the little dragonflies to be stamped on here. Dragonflies. See, I did it again. Fireflies. I don't know why. Fireflies is just hard for me to remember that word. I don't know why. Okay. So they've got us using I feel like we're only using one of these, or one size, but there's actually the big ones and the little ones. So I'm going to use 2 big ones. For those spots, and then I'm going to use a little one up here as if he's farther away. Or he's just a baby. I don't know. That could be too, right? And I always like to change the angles that they're flying when I have birdies and butterflies and dragonflies and fireflies. I like the angle to just be a little bit different for each one. Sometimes birds all go the same direction. I do that sometimes too. Okay, so he's going to go down here. So we need some dimensionals for him for the sentiment. This card. These cards are really fast, super fast, because they're so beautifully decorated already. So this one, they suggest that you put the dimensionals only on the bottom so that that section will not have anything sticky there. So that's going to go down here in the corner. Geez, this is so cute. I just want to make sure that my dimensionals are low enough. There we go. So cute. This is a paper pumpkin kit. It's not a die cut. Isn't it beautiful though? This is a trifold design. So pretty. But this is a paper pumpkin kit. Here's the other one that I've done so far. There's 3 cards in the kit that you can make. So I've done 2 already. These are so fast. Okay, let's do card number 3. Okay, so card number 3. I can't believe this. It's kind of embarrassing how fast these are. Okay, card number 3 is this one here. So let's grab those elements. So we have the card base, which is this one. So we'll pop out the middle. Like so. There we go. So it's nice to see you, Bobby. I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're getting lots of scrapbooking time in. I know you're more of a scrapbooker than a card maker. Okay, so again, carefully folding it over for this gorgeous trifold card. I've got a couple little, are those supposed to be punched out? No, those are not. Okay. Cute. Okay, this kind of bugs me. See, another fussy thing. This little section here, I'm like, why is that white? Why? Why would they do that? That's okay. We'll work with it. I can't do anything about it. I can't get in there and be too fussy. That's going to be too difficult. Okay. So this one, so I folded it, done that. Oh, and I have another tree to stamp on. This die cut is so cute. Whoops, I can't pick it up. Come here, you. So there's another little die cut tree. How cute is that? So this one, they have us stamping a little bit of that shape over the tree again. And they've got it a little bit strange, but let's make it work for us. So I'm just going to get some scrap paper so that I can keep this brand new clean paper clean. Oh, that's a good idea, Judy. You could sponge that a little bit. That would blend it out a little bit more. Yeah. Or probably what I would do is actually go in with one of my light my blends marker, and just do a little shading in there with my blends marker, just to blend it in a little bit more. Yeah, I think that would be nice. I would use probably a color as close as I could get to the background. So it would be probably Pool Party, or yeah, probably Pool Party. That's probably what I would use. But yeah, sponging would work as well. It's just a little hard to be precise with the sponging. Yeah, I think the blending, the alcohol markers would be really easy to fill that in with. Okay, tree. We want to stamp the tree. So we go back with that same stamp we used on the first card and our garden green ink again. And this ink, or this stamp, is quite big for this little itty bitty tree. But they have us stamping it so that it's kind of up like this. So I don't want any of the ink to get on this part, because that's going to be stamped with the sentiments. So hopefully, I mean, another way you could do this is actually block off the sentiment with a piece of scrap paper. That would work. So they suggest to do it like this, sort of. Looks a little weird. Sorry, I'm looking at the instructions. So this is what they show. So I guess mine was over to the right a little bit more. So it looks a little funky. My little funky tree. I don't know if I can fix my funky tree. We'll just have to go with it, I think. I could go in, if I want to, I could go in and just add, I probably just need to add a couple little spots with a marker maybe. But I will do that later. Okay. What do I do with this one? So this one I also need to stamp the sentiment on. So that one they have us using Dream Big, Aim High. Love that. And my blocks have filled up that I want to use, so I'm going to clean my stamps that I have on there already, so I can put those ones away. Squeaky, squeaky. Didn't clean very well. All right, those ones I can put away or to the side, and then get my sentiment. Where did I put my stamps? There they are. So this one is going to be Dream Big, Aim High. So again, a long photopolymer stamp. You want to make sure that it's actually on the block straight, which it seems to be, because those stamps have a little bit of give, so they can curve. So if you don't want it to curve, make sure that it's on there straight when you put it on your block. So I'll just give, like I said, sound like a broken record, but you need to clean the residue off those brand new stamps so that they'll take ink nicely. So then I can go in again with my garden green ink and stamp that here. Cute, cute, cute. And I do happen to have my garden green marker handy. So let's just fix this little smudgy smudge problem here with a couple more makeshift pretend that I stamped it when I didn't marks. So this is where my creative drawing skills come into play. That's a bit better. So yeah, it's still a little wonky over there. I'm okay with that. At least it's filled in better now. Okay. So then this guy is going to go on the front with dimensionals. And we only need to put the dimensionals on. They have one on the base of the tree. And then they've placed two, or one on each end. I'm going to throw one in the middle just because. Flip that baby over. And then they have, so the tree, the base of the tree is looks like it's kind of attaching to the base of this tree. That's where that dimensional ended up. So we're going to do like that. Or do I want it? I think I want it a little, I want it to cross the bottom of the circle. So I don't want the whole circle to show. I like the circle to have to kind of be cut off at the bottom a little bit. I don't know why. It's a thing. Centered. Centered, straight, put the tree in the right place. Lots of little things to take note of. So cute. I don't think it's straight. It's not. Okay, have you ever done this? It's not straight. I need to fix it. I can try peeling it off. I only just put it on, so maybe it will come away really easily. Nope. If you do put something on crooked with your dimensionals, you can just go in with your scissors and cut those dimensionals in half. To allow you to make adjustments. I can leave the middle one on because it's going to let me shift that around. I'm going to have to put new dimensionals underneath though, and sometimes I have to take off the old dimensionals. If that's the case, sometimes with the old ones, if you need to remove a dimensional, you can just use friction and patience. And in this case, it pulled away some of the color off of the paper. It's pretty subtle, but oftentimes that doesn't happen. It just comes off with no tears or damage to the paper because of friction. You can also use your heat tool to soften the adhesive if you need to remove a glue dot, or sorry, well, a glue dot too, but a dimensional. And then I need to put new dimensionals in now because I took those off because it was crooked, and that's another thing I'm fussy about. I don't like things crooked. So now I'm going to pay attention a little bit more. There was a lot of things I was looking at before trying to make it straight and get the tree in the right place. So that feels straight. So now I can put my new dimensional beside the old dimensional and nobody will even know. She's tricksy, she is. Oh, is it breaking up the video? Oh, that's a bummer. I'm not sure why that would be. I might be on the wrong Wi-Fi settings, so that could be me causing that. Sometimes my phone won't switch to the better Wi-Fi option, which is frustrating, and I need to make sure that I watch for that. So I apologize, Judy. That's frustrating to have it cut out. I hope it records better, and then the recording hopefully will not do that. Okay, so here we have that. What's next? Next we have, yeah, so now it's just the sequins. The sequins. I always say that wrong. Sequins. And those, they have one up here. I don't know. Mine's ended up being part of that star somehow. Maybe the shooting star. And then we have, they've got one down here. And then the blue ones. So, and like, you know, I always have a hard time knowing where to put sequins. But let's just go. That's looking good. I don't know what, they added a bunch down at the bottom, but I don't care for that. I'm going to have it. Let's put one there. Oops. Oh, it stuck to me. What's happening? There we go. The glue dot part stuck to me instead of the paper. And then, no, where'd you go? Then there, the sequence. So the sequence backing came off. That's no good. There, I tucked him over here to fill in that. There we go. To fill in that white spot. Tricksy I am. And then that one's done. So easy. How cute is that? These are so cute. I love these so much. So then you open that up and then you have a place to write on the inside. These are super cute, super fast, super simple. All the elements of an amazing project. Cute, fast, and simple. So I got them all done in a very quick time. We have all the envelopes are the same. What's ones? Yeah. These are so cute. Okay, so there you go. 3 adorable cards. Honestly, this is one of those kits that I don't know if I would want to make any changes to. You know, some kits are just perfect and there's not a whole lot of changes, but next week I will have a video to share with alternatives. So don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you in the lurch. I will share some videos. I will be away next week though, so it will just post probably as a video unless I can figure out how to live stream a pre-recorded video. That might work too, but I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm away next week, so thank you for joining me. I hope the video didn't cut out too much, and I'll make sure that I figure that out before my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and you know, these are all really good things to remember this week. Let these be your themes for the week. Dream big, aim high, let the adventure begin, and let your light shine. Have a great week, everyone.